Before starting the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and like the video. Thanks for your support. Now let's go to the video. Like so many other fan favorites from the 1990s, Subaru's current crop of WRX doesn't carry the same sort of spirit that made the go-fast Imprezas legendary. And yes, we should all be thankful that manual transmission, non-EV turbocharged options like the Civic Type R and Integra Type S, GR Supra and Corolla, and a very small handful of others, are still being made available. There's just nothing quite like those 90s JDM heroes. For the dedicated subby fan, nothing quite hits the same as the STi to be a chassis immortalized as one of, if not the greatest, to ever wear the familiar bright blue and gold color combo. And while any 2 is very, very special, this one is a legend. Here's why it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's no doubt that the 2 is the ultimate Subaru. Any 2, regardless of condition, will carry a hefty price tag if you can even find one, but this one, made available exclusively through Silverstone Auctions of Warwickshire, UK, is by far one of the finest examples you'll ever see, and potentially own if you've got a healthy checking account. Subaru felt the best way to celebrate their 40th anniversary, as well as shed additional light on their trio of annual manufacturer wins WRC competition, was to offer a road-going version of their old but unstoppable rally car, toned down for street use, but still sporting an additional 80 millimeters of width via bulging fenders, a huge wing almost equal to the rear window itself, and an engine designed to hold up to extensive abuse. It was an enthusiast's dream car upon its introduction, that today carries so much value that it probably discourages adding additional mileage to such a prized possession. It's said that 400 examples were produced for Japan's market, with an additional 21 intended for the UK and Australia, as well as a trio of prototype cars for some very special owners, including legendary rally driver and brand champion Colin McRae, his co-driver Nicky Grist, and David Lapworth of ProDrive. This example just so happens to be McRae's personal model, making it even more desirable to collectors. The 16-valve DOHC turbocharged 2.2-liter boxer engine was rated at 280 horsepower. Emphasis on rated. That was the contemporary agreed-upon horsepower limit among Japanese manufacturers, to limit any potential horsepower war and theoretically curb high-speed deaths. Like most other JDM vehicles of this era, the vehicle's actual output is substantially higher than that, with many suggesting the 2 to be checked in well north of 300 horsepower. Being a Japanese market model, the 3 prototypes feature a 4.444 final drive for increased acceleration, along with the 2's twin-plate clutch, larger brakes, beefier drive, and prop shafts. Behind the familiar gold, 17-inch BBS alloys are Bilstein dampers and iBox springs. As the images reflect, this STi 2 is in stellar condition with only around 7,400 miles on its odometer. A dream acquisition for the distinguished collector that would not only add a very limited edition 1990s JDM trophy to their collection, but also one previously owned by a driving legend. Just a few months ago, a standard production model to be with around 115,000 miles on the clock, auctioned for just over $250,000 a few years ago. Another model with just a few hundred miles pulled in $370,000 at auction. McRae's chassis certainly takes the crown as having the most unique history, and with 90s Japanese cars post-COVID fetching outlandish amounts of money, could this potentially be worth over $500,000?